I'm making this video on the day after the government shutdown has ended, where Republicans and Democrats came together to get something done on that front. But the reason I'm making this video is my former boss, Senator Rand Paul, saw something in some of the final legislation that would recriminalize the hemp industry. Now, let me explain what that means. We decide what you do with hemp, different hemp laws in different states at the state level. That's what we do in the U.S. these days. And it's a giant industry. I think it affects well over 20 states to the tune of about 30 billion annually. We're talking about a lot of money, a lot of jobs, a lot of farmers, big industry. Well, Rand Paul saw legislation in the final draft or whatever they came up with. I'm no expert. I'm just talking about this at a base level because that's why I wanted to make this video, because that's how silly and goofy and stupid some of this is. What he found is that the hemp industry, because of this massive bill that would reopen the government, buried in it, it would recriminalize hemp. So all these people who've had legitimate businesses that have nothing to do with people getting high and smoking marijuana, the THC levels in this stuff is nowhere near that. We're talking about something different. So that's a different debate for a different time. But this stuff's used to make rope and industrial products and different things. CBD might be related. I take CBD when I get on an airplane anymore because I'm getting older and I get scared of heights. So, and it's legal in most places. It helps people. But the hemp industry would be decimated if just Republicans and Democrats threw into the government reopening bill a reason to recriminalize. It used to be criminal, then it wasn't, now they want to do it again into this bill. Well, the bill passed, and the reason I'm making this video, because I'm kind of pissed off about it, you saw people last night, I guess that would have been Monday night, you saw people who were mad at Rand Paul, oh, he's the single vote that's holding up this reopening the government, which was not true. The scheduling was the same. He just wanted to remove the language. But you saw the lie repeated over and over again. You saw it coming from Democrats. You saw it coming from Republicans. What you also saw coming from some Republican-friendly voices was this idea that, oh, Rand Paul, the libertarian, wants to protect the right of stoners to get stoned, and that's why he's holding up the government reopening, when that's what wasn't happening at all. You saw Fox News' Laura Ingraham saying something goofy like that when she knows better. She's not a stupid person. But that's what she was saying. You saw a Texas politician, other Republicans I noticed, saying that, oh, the libertarian Rand Paul, he's a pot guy, and that's what this was about. No, he's a Kentucky representative, and hemp is a big industry in his state. And you saw some of his constituents, who that's their business, saying, thank you, Senator Paul, for doing this and representing me, which is what I elected you to do. That's what elected representatives are supposed to do. And also, I would say to my Republican friends and conservatives, we used to have bills that the Democrats wanted passed, Obamacare, different things. You got to pass it so we can see what's in it. Former House Speaker Nancy Pelosi famously said about the Affordable Care Act. And all conservatives, all Republicans were like, this is foolish. You got to know what's in the bill before you vote on it. Well, Rand Paul saw something that anybody who cares about business and free markets and capitalism in this country would have a concern about. It's a big business in the United States, lots of jobs attached to hemp, obviously, products that we use, and just a big industry that's going to really hurt people if all of a sudden, for reasons other than goofy, uninformed people saying, oh, it's about wacky tobacco and Rand Paul's a libertarian, if that's the basis of recriminalizing this wonderful industry that does so much good for so many people, what are we even doing? How are Republicans any better than Democrats were with Obamacare and, well, we got to pass it to see what's in there, as Pelosi said? I thought this was absolutely ridiculous. It was absolutely clear that the hero in this thing, who was getting bullied and ganged up on, was Senator Rand Paul. He was the real constitutionalist in this, certainly the fiscal conservative and all the other things that he took an oath to do when he took a pledge to the Constitution. But he was the good guy, and the people criticizing him, whether you're Democrats or Republicans, and especially Republicans who should know better, they were the bad guys. We'll see where this goes from here. I hope a bunch of people in the hemp industry in this country don't get hurt financially and otherwise. We'll see what happens. I know Senator Rand Paul will be fighting for them, as he did with this, and he will in the future, because he's one of the good guys. And the people who were jumping on him about this and other things, but particularly this about hemp, they are the bad guys, and I don't care which party they're in.